Amazing grace.
Star of Hope. Let me tell you my story of hope. I grew up very patriotic. As soon as I graduated from high school, I joined the Marine Corps. The year was 1999, and all was right in the world of an 18-year-old. The history of America gave me no doubt that one day I would go to war. That knowledge became a sobering reality after 9/11. I participated in the invasion and liberation of Iraq. I came home proud of what we accomplished, and I had great hope for the people of Iraq. The war continued, and I was deployed again in 2005. I was sent to Haditha, the Al Anbar province. One quiet morning, 3 months into the deployment, we were preparing for an armed patrol when we were hit with mortars and rockets. The first mortar to drop exploded behind me, thrusting me 15 feet and scattered shrapnel throughout my back. I laid there on the ground, unable to feel or move my legs. I was dragged to safety, where I then realized that I could not breathe. Shrapnel had torn through my right lung, causing it to collapse. The corpsman on the scene, whom I credit with saving my life, informed me of my injuries and did the best he could to stop the bleeding and aid my breathing. 3 Marines and the corpsman raced me and the other injured to the medical aid station for further treatment. I was lying on a gurney, fighting for my life, when the battalion chaplain stood over me and gave me my last rites. It took an hour for the medevac chopper to arrive. I took my first ride in a helicopter, laid out on a gurney, fighting to breathe, and yet angered that I couldn't roll over and look out the window. I made it to the hospital, and they put me out. I woke up 4 days later, stateside at Bethesda Naval Hospital. A few months ago, I received a letter from the corpsman who first treated me. In the letter, he explained that when they put me on the medevac, it was understood that I likely would not make it to the hospital. He went on to tell me that the first hospital, they did not have the ability to treat my injuries. So they shipped me to the main hospital in Iraq in Balad. However, that hospital did not have a doctor specializing in lung injuries. I would have died there, but for the off chance that a Navy reservist, CB, passing through the hospital that day, just so happened to be a lung specialist and surgeon in the civilian ward. When I was hit and realized I was bad, I prayed, "I love you, God, I love you, God. I don't want to die." At that moment, the corpsman appeared, and I knew all that I had to do was make it to the hospital and I would be okay. Stars have provided hope to the world since man first appeared. A shining star led the wise men to Jesus. The North Star guided lost sailors home. Children and adults alike wished upon stars. The Star of Hope is not just sterling silver cast into a shape. Rather, it is a 5-pointed star, 1 point for each of the 5 branches of the military: the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard. It will be worn proudly with the star tip pointed towards the heavens to God. The United States of America was founded on God, blessed by God, and will continue to prosper as long as we are one nation under God. The bow across the face of the star is a yellow ribbon, representative of the same yellow ribbon tied around the old oak tree for that son or daughter who's far, far away. Parents, spouses, children, family, and friends of America's guardians of freedom will wear this pin in hope of a safe return, in hope for a speedy recovery, and the hardest of all, and hope that a parent or spouse may find peace in the loss of their beloved son or daughter, husband or wife.